I'm Janice Sullivan, and this is Capture Connect. I'm so excited you're on this podcast or checking out this podcast. This is a premiere. If you missed the premiere, welcome to the replay. Today, we're going to talk about don't build on rented land. So I'd love to find out, leave in the comments or in the chat, where do you hang out when it comes to social media? What platform do you love? Where is your space that you are happy with? Do you have any social media areas that you love?
Welcome to Capture and Connect. Insight, challenges, and proven strategies to help you take your passion for photography and turn it into an income-generating business. And now here's your host, Janice Sullivan.
I like to get to know you who are hanging out here on this podcast. Today is a must hear podcast. It's a must listen to these words podcast. It's so important. It really is. Because if you're building your photography business only on social media, got a truth bomb for you. Because, yeah. Ouch. You are building your tribe and your area on rented land. Yep, that's what it's called. Rented land, because it's not yours. I want to express that this is so serious. And you'll see that when people freak out because TikTok has gone down or Facebook's gone down or Instagram has gone down. Now, if you're not a business and you're just doing this for fun, and you're just like, I don't even care, then this podcast is not for you, because this is for all of us who want to take our passion to profit. That's what this podcast is all about. And I want to tell you that if you are building your business from sharing your pieces, sharing only on social media, this is a huge risk for your business. I want to talk about this with you. It really does come with a serious risk. What I want to do is I want to talk to you about how to protect yourself as a business owner. I want you to connect more deeply with your audience, and I want you to create something that actually grows with you. Now, this is like what I see all the time. This is something very big nowadays. If this is you, then definitely listen to this podcast. So you've spent months, maybe years, posting on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever your space is, and you've shared your work, opened your heart up into the space, right? You answered direct messages. You built a tiny little following. And then one day, bam, you got hacked. Or bam, no one's seeing your posts anymore. Or how about this? Even more. Bam, they no longer have that social platform available for you any longer. It happens. They usually let you know. But how are you going to grab all of these people and talk to them later? People, I've seen it, especially with Google Plus back in the days. Hey, I'm going to be on Facebook. Hey, I'm going to be on Instagram. Hey, I'm going to be here. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah, you lose so many potential clients for sure. It's a really sad spot. It's a really sad feeling. And the truth is that social media is good. It is a tool, though. It is not a business foundation. And I talk a lot about foundation in my CC Biz because you have to build a foundation. Got to get it going, right? And then we build it even farther to be a legacy. Social media is a great tool. So don't get me wrong on that, but don't build your business on it. So here is my personal shift because the way I have been successful in my photography business. When I was growing my own business, I was posting regularly and I was definitely hustling the scene. And at the same time, Googles were telling me that, oh, you don't need an email list anymore. You don't need a website anymore because social media is so awesome. Email is dead. Your website's dead. This is what happened in the beginning of social media coming out. And in the beginning, yeah, maybe if you were one of the people that were really diving into social and your clients were there, yeah, okay. But it got saturated just like anything else that's good. everybody starts heading that way. And then you have to swim through all the Red Sea to get to your clients. So, what I was doing was writing on my blog. I'll say one guru, Marie Folio, she was the only one guru that was like, don't lose your email list. Have your own website. And I am so glad because I built my website and my blog for my business. And the blog was something that was really special to me because it was a place for me to write down everything that I was doing. I really enjoyed writing on my blog. And I would write every single week on what I've been doing in my photography business and the things that I was working on and just behind the scenes and deep diving into things about my photography. At that time, I was not teaching photography or I was not teaching business. It was just my work and how I got out and photographed, or if I was doing studio work and just it was a log for me, myself, a journal. It was a journal of what I was doing, and I truly enjoyed it because I would go back and read what I was doing from the beginning and my progress, and I had a blast. Little did I know that when I was doing that, Google search engine was finding me. And this is something that I had no idea about because, again, I was doing it for me, but Google picked up on it. And wow, I was just like ecstatic when I started seeing traction. My cousin was doing a blog for her stuff, and I thought it was so much fun. We were talking about our blogs, and that's why I always say it's always good to have somebody that's doing what you're doing so you guys can work together on it. And I still write on my blog, but it's different now than what I was doing before. And it was pretty big on Sullivan J Photography. So people started seeing my posts would come up. So people that wanted photography in my realm, they would search for photography that I was doing. And so when somebody emailed me and wanted to work with me, I always asked them, and I still do to this day, how did you find me? And they would always say your website in the beginning. Then it was more such and such told me about you, or my assistant told me about you. So there was always some kind of connection that way. My first thing was really, really cool because I got an email and it was a person basically saying, hey, I totally went over your website and I was going through your blog and I just love your work. I'd love to license one of your pieces for a show we're having in New York. And that was my first one that I was just like, whoa, that's really cool that they found my work from the internet. And that's when it hit me. My blog wasn't just content, it was connection. And as I tell a lot of my clients to write a blog, they are just like, "Oh, it's so exhausting to do a blog. I have to do social media." I'm like, "Oh my God, you're missing the point. You're truly missing the point because a blog is so important for search engine. Social's great. You could say in social, hey, I just wrote something on my blog, whatever it is. Come see the blog if you want to see more. Or if I get so excited about this stuff because it really is your place. It was working for me 24/7, even while I slept. You see people say, hey, I make money when I slept. Well, that's what search engine was doing for my website. Facebook, Instagram, you lose everything that you put in. It's gone. And people will kind of scan through your stuff. But if you're a YouTuber and you put a video up, I get hits from 6 years ago on my YouTube channel. So that is, I think, one of the only social platforms that is strong when it comes to social media. All the rest, you lose everything that you've done. People will not pay attention to a 6-year-old post that you put on Instagram. It doesn't happen that way. That's rented. That's rented. We want you to not rent any more real estate out there. Okay. So, why does this even matter for you? Well, you're a creative like me. Here's the thing I want you to really take away from today's podcast. Social media is for visibility. Yes. But your blog or YouTube channel, that's where trust is. That's where trust is built. That's where your ideal customer, your perfect client say, this person understands me and what I want. This person's legit. Videos stick. And I'm not saying reels on Instagram. I'm saying YouTube. You control the experience on your blog or on a YouTube channel. Now use the social to push people to your blog and to your YouTube channel. This is how you're going to grow authority. Authority will build trust. Share your behind the scenes, your tips, how you make the pieces that you do, your thought process. It builds credibility. Understand what your ideal perfect client would love to see from you and share it with them. And most importantly, you truly build relationships here. Real ones. Once I started treating my blog like a creative headquarters, everything changed. Clients started finding me and began trusting me before ever hopping on a call or wanted to purchase from me. And the best part, I have all my videos on external hard drives and my blog posts are on my Google Docs. Your work deserves that kind of longevity. That's what I'm talking about. Longevity. You do so much work to get through the noise. Let's make sure you're in a place where it can be inspiring and live way long after the post goes live. I think that's why I had such a hard time to get on Instagram because I don't like the scrolling all the time. It drives me crazy. I want to keep my time and effort into connecting to my people for life. I want it to stay there. I want it to be easy to access. You're going to hear a lot of people be a content creator, be a content creator. Listen, you're an artist. You're a creative. A communicator is huge in order to build a business, right? You're a business owner. You want your business to be thriving. You've poured hours, maybe years, into creating something meaningful for yourself and for your people. So don't let it live or die on a social media platform. Give it a home, a real home, one that grows with you. So here is my little nudge for you this week. Start your blog. If you haven't done one, do it. Upload that YouTube video that you've been thinking about doing. And if you're not sure what to share or how to start attracting people who actually want to buy your work, you could download my free guide. It is so packed with insights on how to connect with your ideal clients, how to start that business that lasts, because you're picking those pieces that you love. Plus, you get a bonus of how to develop a portfolio that will really attract your clients. The link will be down below. And for those of you listening to the podcast, if you go to photobizmethod.com, PHOTOBIZ method, METHOD.com, it's right there smack in your face. It's so important that I want to give it to you for free. Thanks so much for spending time with me today, you guys. I really appreciate you hanging out here. Remember, your photography, your art, your music, your written word deserves a place that reflects its beauty and purpose. And your business deserves a strategy, a game plan that protects everything that you've built. I'm rooting for you always. That's why I'm here. Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep showing up for your dream because you're valuable and people pay for value. Have a great day. I'll see you next week. If you would like to get show notes, links that I talk about in the episode, and a bunch of other goodness like freebies to help you build your photography business, then head on over to photobizmethod.com. PHOTOBIZMETHOD.com. See you there.